Ever feel sluggish after a heavy meal? Or notice a mood boost after eating something fresh? What we eat fuels not just our bodies, but our brains too. The right nutrients help our brains thrive, while poor choices can leave us foggy or anxious. Every meal is a chance to shape how we feel. Let's explore how food and mood connect. The gut isn't just for digestion, it's home to trillions of microbes forming our second brain. This gut-brain axis constantly communicates, influencing mood and mental health. A healthy, diverse gut supports serotonin production, boosting happiness. But poor diets disrupt this balance, impacting mood and well-being. Nourish your gut, nourish your mind. The term superfood is everywhere, on magazine covers, in grocery aisles, and all over the internet. But what does it really mean? Is it just marketing, or is there real substance behind the label? While there's no official definition, superfoods are nutrient-packed foods, like blueberries, salmon, and even dark chocolate, that can boost our health. The real power lies in enjoying a variety of these foods as part of a balanced diet, not as miracle cures, but as powerful allies for well-being. Our happiness and focus come from chemical reactions in our brains, driven by neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. These brain chemicals need nutrients from our food, like tryptophan, B vitamins, and omega-3s, to work properly. Eating a varied, nutrient-rich diet helps your brain build the chemistry of joy. As a doctor and science journalist, I always believed in healthy eating, but it wasn't until a diabetes diagnosis that I truly understood food's power. By changing my diet, cutting sugar, and eating whole foods, my health and mood transformed. This personal journey inspired me to explore nutritional psychiatry and share how food can truly nourish both body and mind. Can we really eat our way to happiness? The idea is appealing. Food as a tool for joy and resilience. While it's not a magic cure, a nutrient-dense diet builds a strong foundation for mental health. We can't eat our way to constant bliss, but we can eat our way to a better mood and outlook. The answer is a resounding yes. To unlock the mood-boosting power of food, we need a clear roadmap. This guide will break down the science and practical steps, exploring superfoods like blueberries, salmon, and dark chocolate, and how they impact our brains. By the end, you'll have the knowledge and confidence to nourish your mind and body. This is more than facts. It's an invitation to see food in a new light and take charge of your well-being. Small, conscious choices like adding berries to breakfast or swapping snacks can transform your mind and mood. Join me on this journey to a healthier, happier you. Let's begin. Superfood isn't a scientific term. It's marketing, but the idea is real. Superfoods are packed with nutrients and antioxidants, offering maximum benefits for minimal calories. No single food is magic, but combining many nutrient-dense foods can boost your health and mood. Let's explore what makes these foods so special for your brain. If there were a poster child for the superfood movement, it would surely be the humble blueberry. These small, dark berries are consistently ranked as one of the most powerful, nutrient-dense fruits on the planet. Their beautiful, deep blue-purple color is not just for show. It's a clue to their incredible health-giving properties. This vibrant hue comes from a group of powerful plant compounds called flavonoids, specifically a type known as anthocyanins. These anthocyanins are potent antioxidants, which are crucial for protecting our brains as we age and for supporting our daily mood. Our brains are highly active organs that produce a lot of metabolic waste products, including unstable molecules called free radicals. These free radicals can cause damage to our cells through a process known as oxidative stress, which is a bit like biological rust. This process is heavily implicated in cognitive decline and mood disorders like depression. The antioxidants in blueberries act like a cleanup crew, neutralizing these harmful free radicals and protecting our delicate brain cells from damage. Studies have shown that regular consumption of blueberries can help to improve memory and slow down age-related cognitive decline, but the benefits don't stop there. Research suggests that the compounds in blueberries can also improve communication between our brain cells. They appear to enhance a process called neurogenesis, which is the growth of new neurons, particularly in the hippocampus, a region of the brain that is vital for learning, memory, and mood regulation. Furthermore, the anthocyanins in blueberries have been shown to increase blood flow to the brain, ensuring it gets the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function at its peak. This improved circulation can lead to better focus, clearer thinking, and a more positive mental state. Best of all, blueberries are delicious and incredibly versatile. You don't need to follow a complicated recipe to reap their benefits. You can enjoy a handful as a simple snack, sprinkle them over your morning porridge or yogurt, or blend them into a smoothie. Whether they are fresh or frozen makes little difference to their nutritional power. Frozen berries are often picked and flash frozen at their peak ripeness, locking in all their goodness. Including just a cup of these mighty berries in your diet a few times a week is a simple, enjoyable step towards safeguarding your brain and boosting your mood. Salmon is the king of brain food, packed with omega-3 fatty acids essential for mental health. These healthy fats keep brain cells flexible and communication fast, while fighting inflammation linked to depression and anxiety. Enjoying salmon twice a week is a delicious way to boost your brain power and mood. Dark chocolate isn't just a treat, it's a genuine mood booster. The secret is in high cocoa dark chocolate, packed with flavonoids that support brain health and happiness. It even contains compounds that gently energize and lift your spirits. So savor a small piece. Your brain and mood will thank you. Long before science, cultures worldwide knew food's power to shape mood and mind. Food was medicine passed down through generations. The Mediterranean diet, rich in plants and healthy fats, protected mental health. Wisdom now proven by research. In Ayurveda, food balances mind and body, with certain foods promoting clarity and peace. Across cultures, whole foods and ancient wisdom remind us food is our first medicine. While berries and oily fish get the spotlight, leafy greens are the true heroes of mental wellness. Packed with folate and magnesium, they boost mood, reduce stress, and support brain health. Add a serving of leafy greens to your meals every day for a happier, healthier mind. Nuts and seeds are the perfect snack. Portable, delicious, and packed with healthy fats, protein, and vitamins that fuel your brain. Walnuts especially stand out for their brain-boosting omega-3s. Almonds and Brazil nuts add vitamin E and selenium, protecting your mind. Enjoy a small handful daily for a tasty boost to your mental well-being. We've already explored the critical importance of the gut-brain axis, our body's communication superhighway. Now let's talk about the foods that directly support and nourish this connection: fermented foods. Fermentation is an ancient technique of food preservation that uses microorganisms such as bacteria and yeast to transform a food's components. This process not only preserves the food, but also creates a product that is teeming with beneficial live bacteria, also known as probiotics. Eating these foods is like sending reinforcements to the good bacteria that live in your gut. Foods like live yogurt, kefir, a fermented milk drink, sauerkraut, which is fermented cabbage, kimchi, a spicy Korean fermented vegetable dish, and kombucha, a fermented tea, are all excellent sources of probiotics. When you consume these foods, you are directly populating your gut with diverse strains of beneficial microbes. These good bugs help to crowd out less helpful bacteria, strengthen the lining of your gut wall, and reduce inflammation. A stronger, healthier gut lining is less leaky, which prevents inflammatory substances from escaping into your bloodstream and traveling to your brain. The beneficial bacteria in fermented foods also play a direct role in producing and modulating neurotransmitters. As we mentioned, a large proportion of your body's serotonin is produced in the gut, and the health of your microbiome influences this production. Certain strains of bacteria found in fermented foods, like Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, have been shown in studies to produce GABA, or gamma-aminobutyric acid, a neurotransmitter that has a calming effect on the nervous system and helps to reduce feelings of anxiety and fear. By feeding your gut these bacteria, you may be directly helping your body to produce more of its own natural anti-anxiety chemicals. Incorporating fermented foods into your diet doesn't have to be complicated. You can start your day with a bowl of natural, live yogurt topped with berries. Try adding a spoonful of sauerkraut or kimchi as a tangy side dish to your lunch or dinner. A small glass of kefir can make an excellent protein-rich afternoon snack. When buying these products, look for labels that say live cultures or unpasteurized, as the pasteurization process kills the beneficial bacteria. Nurturing your gut with these probiotic-rich foods is a direct and powerful way to support the foundation of your mental health from the inside out. For years, refined grains like white flour and rice have dominated our diets, but they lack fiber and nutrients. Quinoa, an ancient seed from the Andes, is a complete protein and packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Swapping refined grains for quinoa is a simple change that supports energy, mood, and overall health. The media has made superfoods like quinoa and chia seeds household names, turning them from obscure items into everyday staples. Beautiful images and health claims inspire us to eat better, but media hype can also create confusion and pressure. Remember, true health comes from a balanced, varied diet, often with simple foods like spinach, lentils, and oats. Think of your brain as a factory. Every thought, memory, and emotion depends on nutrients from food. Without vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats, the brain can't function. A poor diet starves your brain's factory, leading to brain fog, low energy, and poor mood. Choose nutrient-rich foods to fuel a happy, healthy mind. Omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA from oily fish, are vital for brain health. They keep brain cell membranes flexible, support clear communication, and fight inflammation, helping boost mood and memory. Cultures eating more oily fish have lower depression rates. For mental wellness, make sure you get enough EPA and DHA. DHA is the superstar fat in our brains, crucial for development, learning, and memory at every age. It boosts brain plasticity, helping us adapt and grow new connections. Keeping DHA levels high protects our brains as we age. So, make DHA-rich foods a regular part of your diet for lifelong brain health. Your brain is a huge oxygen user, creating free radicals, tiny sparks that can damage brain cells. Antioxidants are your brain's personal bodyguards, neutralizing these sparks and protecting your mood and memory. The best sources? Vibrant plant foods like blueberries, dark chocolate, carrots, tomatoes, and leafy greens. The advice to eat the rainbow is not just a catchy phrase to get children to eat their vegetables, it is profound nutritional wisdom. The different colors in fruits and vegetables are created by different pigments, and these pigments are often the very compounds that act as powerful antioxidants and have other unique health benefits. By making sure your plate contains a variety of colors every day, you can be confident that you are providing your brain with a broad spectrum of the protective compounds it needs to thrive and to fight off the oxidative stress that can dampen your mood. Let's break down the code. Red foods, like tomatoes, watermelon, and pink grapefruit, get their color from lycopene. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that has been studied for its ability to protect the brain from damage and may help prevent neurodegenerative diseases. Orange and yellow foods such as carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkins, and mangoes are rich in carotenoids like beta-carotene. The body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, which is important for vision and immune function, but it also acts as a key antioxidant in the brain. Green foods, as we've seen with leafy greens, are packed with folate, magnesium, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are particularly important for protecting the brain and eyes. The green color comes from chlorophyll, but these other compounds are there in abundance. blue and purple foods like blueberries, blackberries, purple cabbage, and aubergines, also known as eggplant, are colored by anthocyanins. These are some of the most potent antioxidants known and have been specifically linked to improved memory, cognitive function, and mood by increasing blood flow and reducing inflammation in the brain. Even white and brown foods have their place. Garlic and onions contain allicin, which has anti-inflammatory properties. Mushrooms provide selenium and B vitamins. Cauliflower is a source of a compound called sulforaphane, also found in broccoli, which helps to boost the body's own antioxidant enzymes. By consciously trying to include something from each color group in your diet throughout the week, you ensure a diverse intake of these brain-protective phytonutrients. This strategy turns meal planning into a simple and effective way to build a more resilient and vibrant mind. B vitamins are like the spark plugs of your brain, working together to keep everything running smoothly. Without them, your brain can't convert food into energy or make key mood chemicals. Eat a variety of whole grains, lean meats, eggs, legumes, and veggies to keep your brain firing on all cylinders. Minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron are essential for brain health and mood. Deficiencies can lead to anxiety, depression, and fatigue. Leafy greens, nuts, oysters, and red meat are great sources. A well-nourished brain is a happier, more energetic brain. Serotonin, the happy chemical, starts with tryptophan, an amino acid from foods like turkey, eggs, and cheese. But it needs help from carbs, iron, B6, and zinc to reach your brain and become serotonin. That's why a balanced, varied diet is key for a happy mood. We've introduced the concept of the gut-brain axis and the role of fermented foods. Now let's look a little closer at the science of how these beneficial bacteria, or probiotics, can influence our mental state. The communication between our gut microbes and our brain is a two-way street, and it happens through several fascinating pathways. One of the most direct routes is via the vagus nerve, a long, wandering nerve that connects the brainstem directly to the gut. It acts like a fiber optic cable, sending signals in both directions. Certain strains of probiotics have been shown to directly stimulate the vagus nerve, sending calming signals from the gut up to the brain. In animal studies, researchers have found that the anxiety-reducing effects of some probiotics, like Lactobacillus rhamnosus, disappear completely when the vagus nerve is cut. This provides powerful evidence that the gut is literally talking to the brain via this nerve pathway, influencing feelings of anxiety and stress. By populating your gut with beneficial microbes, you are helping to send more of these calming messages to your brain. Another key pathway is through the immune system. Our gut microbiome plays a huge role in training and regulating our immune system. A healthy, diverse microbiome helps to maintain a balanced immune response. An imbalanced gut, however, can lead to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation. This inflammation isn't just in the gut. Inflammatory molecules, called cytokines, can enter the bloodstream and travel to the brain. Once in the brain, they can disrupt neurotransmitter function and have been strongly linked to the development of depression, which is why depression is now often thought of as an inflammatory condition. Probiotics help to reduce this gut inflammation, thereby lowering brain inflammation. Finally, as we've touched upon, gut bacteria are little chemical factories themselves. They don't just help us digest food, they produce hundreds of neuroactive compounds. They produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate when they ferment dietary fiber. Butyrate is the main fuel source for the cells lining our colon, and it also has anti-inflammatory effects and can strengthen the blood-brain barrier. As mentioned, gut bacteria also produce neurotransmitters like GABA and can influence the gut's production of serotonin. So by eating probiotic-rich fermented foods and prebiotic-rich fiber, you are essentially outsourcing some of your mood chemical production to your tiny gut allies. Nutrients work together like an orchestra. Omega-3s, antioxidants, B vitamins, and minerals each play a part. but true harmony comes from their combination. Focus on a diverse, colorful diet of whole foods to nourish your brain with the full symphony of nutrients. We've explored the nutrients that fuel a happier brain. Now let's put that knowledge to use in real-world choices. Should you pick goji berries or blueberries, salmon or sardines? We'll compare popular superfoods, cut through the hype, and focus on what truly works for your mood and budget. Section 2. Blueberries versus goji berries, the antioxidant showdown. In the red corner, hailing from the high plateaus of Asia, we have the goji berry. For years, this small, reddish-orange fruit has been marketed as an ancient secret to longevity and vitality. It is often sold dried and has a unique, slightly sweet and savory flavor. In the blue corner, a familiar favorite from fields across Europe and North America, we have the mighty blueberry. Plump, juicy and sweet, this berry is a staple in kitchens worldwide. Both of these fruits are famed for their incredibly high antioxidant content, which is a key reason they are considered superfoods for the brain. The primary claim to fame for goji berries centers on their unique complex of polysaccharides, which are long-chain sugar molecules that are said to have powerful antioxidant and immune-boosting properties. They are also packed with carotenoids like zeaxanthin, which gives them their vibrant color and is excellent for eye health. Traditional Chinese medicine has used goji berries for centuries to support the kidneys, liver, and eyes. Marketers have seized upon this ancient history, promoting them as a superior superfruit with almost mythical properties for fighting disease and aging. Blueberries, on the other hand, derive their power from a different class of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give them their rich, deep blue-purple hue. As we have learned, these anthocyanins are exceptionally good at crossing the blood-brain barrier and exerting their protective effects directly within the brain. They have been shown to reduce inflammation, improve communication between brain cells, and even stimulate the growth of new neurons. The body of scientific research specifically linking blueberry consumption to improved cognitive function and memory in humans is substantial and growing. So we have a classic matchup: the exotic ancient wisdom of the goji berry versus the well-researched familiar power of the blueberry. Both are undeniably rich in antioxidants and offer significant health benefits. The goji berry boasts its unique polysaccharides and high zeaxanthin content, while the blueberry shines with its brain-specific anthocyanins backed by a wealth of modern scientific studies. To decide which one might be a better choice for your shopping basket, we need to look beyond the headlines and weigh the evidence more carefully. Section 3. Weighing the evidence. Do exotic berries outperform common ones? When we place the scientific evidence for goji berries and blueberries side by side, a clear pattern emerges. While there is promising research on goji berries, much of it comes from laboratory or animal studies. The studies involving humans are often small, short-term, and sometimes funded by the companies that sell goji berry products, which can introduce a potential for bias. These studies have shown benefits like improved feelings of well-being and better neurological performance, but the overall body of evidence is not as robust or extensive as it is for blueberries. In contrast, the research on blueberries is vast and compelling. There have been numerous high-quality human trials, including long-term observational studies and randomized controlled trials, which are the gold standard of scientific evidence. These studies have consistently linked regular blueberry consumption with tangible benefits for the brain, such as improved memory in older adults, better cognitive function, and a slower rate of age-related cognitive decline. The mechanisms involving increased blood flow and reduced inflammation in the brain are also better understood. This weight of evidence gives us more confidence in the specific brain-boosting effects of blueberries. Then we must consider the practical aspects of cost and accessibility. Goji berries are almost always imported and sold as a dried, packaged product. This makes them significantly more expensive gram for gram than blueberries. Blueberries, especially when in season, can be relatively affordable. Furthermore, frozen blueberries are available year-round, are just as nutritious as fresh ones, if not more so, and are often much cheaper than their fresh counterparts. This makes them an accessible option for almost everyone, which cannot always be said for the more exotic goji berry. So, what is the verdict? Goji berries are certainly a healthy food, and if you enjoy them and can afford them, they can be a great addition to a varied diet. However, the idea that they are vastly superior to common berries like blueberries is largely marketing hype. Given the stronger scientific backing for their brain-specific benefits, their lower cost, and their wider availability, blueberries represent a more evidence-based and practical choice for someone looking to eat for a better mood. The lesson here is that you do not need to buy expensive imported superfoods to get incredible brain benefits. Wild salmon and canned sardines both are omega-3 powerhouses. Salmon is prized for its rich flavor and high-quality omega-3s, while sardines, though humble, pack just as much EPA and DHA, plus bonus nutrients like calcium and vitamin D. Both are excellent choices for brain and body health. Section 5. Practicality and potency. Making the smart seafood choice. When we continue our comparison between wild salmon and canned sardines, the practical considerations of cost and convenience come sharply into focus. Wild salmon is a premium product, and its price reflects that. For many people, eating it 2 or 3 times a week, as is often recommended for optimal omega-3 intake, is simply not financially sustainable. It can be seen as a treat or a special occasion meal rather than a regular staple. It also requires preparation and cooking, which takes time and effort. Canned sardines, in stark contrast, are one of the most affordable sources of high-quality protein and omega-3s available. A single tin can costs less than a cup of coffee, making them accessible to people on almost any budget. They are also the ultimate convenience food. They are pre-cooked and ready to eat straight from the can, requiring no preparation at all. You can mash them onto a piece of whole grain toast for a quick, incredibly nutritious lunch, or toss them into a salad for an instant protein and omega-3 boost. This convenience makes it much easier to consistently include them in your diet. From a sustainability perspective, sardines are also often a better choice. They're a small, fast-growing and abundant species, which means their populations can replenish themselves quickly, making them a more sustainable seafood option compared to some larger, overfished species. Look for sardines from fisheries that are certified by sustainability organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council or MSC to make the most environmentally friendly choice. This adds another layer of feeling good about the food you're eating. So, what is the final judgment in this fishy face-off? Wild salmon is a wonderful, healthy and delicious fish. If it fits your budget and you enjoy cooking it, it is a fantastic choice. However, the idea that it is the only or best way to get your omega-3s is a myth. For their combination of nutritional potency, omega-3s, calcium, vitamin D, low-cost, convenience and sustainability, canned sardines are arguably the true champion for everyday brain health. They prove that you don't need to spend a lot of money to give your brain the very best nutrition. Kale and spinach, 2 leafy green champions. Kale, a cruciferous powerhouse, is packed with vitamin K and sulforaphane for brain health. Spinach brings folate, iron and magnesium, key for mood and energy. Kale's tough, spinach is tender. Both are loaded with antioxidants. Which reigns supreme? It depends on your needs, but you can't go wrong with either. As we analyze the showdown between kale and spinach, it quickly becomes clear that picking a single winner is a fool's errand. It's a bit like asking whether the violin or the cello is more important in an orchestra. They both play vital but different roles. Kale provides unique anti-inflammatory compounds and a massive dose of certain vitamins, while spinach delivers a bigger punch of the specific minerals and folate that are so directly tied to energy and neurotransmitter production. The perfect strategy is not to choose one over the other, but to include both in your diet. This highlights a fundamental principle of healthy eating that is far more important than any single food comparison: dietary diversity. Different plants contain different profiles of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. No single vegetable can provide everything you need. By rotating the types of leafy greens you eat, you ensure that you are covering all your nutritional bases and providing your brain with the full spectrum of protective and mood-regulating compounds. One day you might have a kale smoothie, the next you might add spinach to your omelette, and the day after you might have a salad with rocket or Swiss chard. This principle of variety also applies to your gut microbiome. Different types of fiber and plant compounds act as prebiotics, feeding different species of beneficial bacteria in your gut. Eating a wide variety of plants, including different leafy greens, helps to promote a diverse and resilient gut microbiome. A more diverse gut ecosystem is a healthier one, better able to support the gut-brain axis by reducing inflammation and producing neuroactive compounds. So eating both kale and spinach is not just good for your brain, it's a feast for your friendly gut microbes too. Therefore, the ultimate winner in the battle of the greens is variety. Don't get stuck in a rut of eating only spinach or only kale just because one is trending. Instead, see the entire leafy greens section of the grocery store as your brain-boosting toolkit. Challenge yourself to try a different green each week. Explore the peppery taste of rocket, the earthy flavor of Swiss chard, or the mildness of romaine. The real superpower comes not from a single green, but from the synergistic effect of eating many of them. Section 8. Walnuts versus almonds, a clash of nutty titans. Let's turn our attention to the snack aisle for our next comparison. A head-to-head battle between two of the most popular nuts. In one corner we have the walnut, with its distinctive brain-like shape and slightly bitter skin. It has long been hailed as the ultimate brain food. In the other corner we have the almond, the smooth, oval-shaped nut that is a favorite for snacking, baking, and turning into milk and flour. Both are packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber, but they offer different nutritional advantages for our mental well-being. The walnut's primary claim to fame, as we've discussed, is its unique fatty acid profile. It's the only nut that contains a significant amount of the plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, ALA, or alpha-linolenic acid. A single serving of walnuts, about a handful, provides more than the entire recommended daily intake of ALA. This gives walnuts powerful anti-inflammatory properties that are particularly beneficial for the brain. They're also rich in a variety of polyphenols, a type of antioxidant that is concentrated in the nut's papery skin, which contributes to their brain protective effects. Almonds, while not high in omega-3s, bring a different weapon to the fight: vitamin E. They're actually one of the best natural sources of this powerful, fat-soluble antioxidant. Vitamin E is crucial for protecting the fatty membranes of our brain cells from damage by free radicals. This protective role is vital for maintaining cognitive function as we age. Almonds are also a fantastic source of magnesium, the calming mineral that helps regulate the body's stress response and supports restful sleep. Their combination of healthy monounsaturated fats, fiber, and protein also makes them excellent for stabilizing blood sugar levels. So, the choice seems to be between the anti-inflammatory omega-3 power of the walnut and the antioxidant, cell-protecting power of the almond's vitamin E. Walnuts seem more directly involved in fighting the brain inflammation linked to depression, while almonds excel at providing the protective nutrients that shield our brain cells from long-term damage and stress. Both nuts are excellent for brain health, but they achieve their benefits through different complementary pathways. This makes choosing between them a difficult but interesting task. Brazil nuts are famous for their sky-high selenium content. Just 1 or 2 a day can meet your needs. But be careful, too many can be toxic. Treat them as a natural supplement, not a snack. Enjoy them in moderation for a true selenium boost. Section 10. Dark chocolate, miracle mood food, or just sugary hype? We've talked about the potential benefits of dark chocolate with its mood-lifting compounds and brain-boosting flavonoids. It sounds like a dream come true for anyone with a sweet tooth. But you know, in the world of nutrition, if something sounds too good to be true, it often is. We need to take a critical look at the hype surrounding dark chocolate and ask whether it is truly a health food, or if its benefits are being exaggerated to justify eating a high-fat, high-calorie treat. The key to unlocking the benefits of chocolate lies almost entirely in the percentage of cocoa solids. The flavonoids, theobromine, and other beneficial compounds are found in the cocoa itself, not in the other ingredients. A bar of milk chocolate might contain as little as 10 to 20% cocoa solids, with the rest being mostly sugar, milk powder, and extra fat. This type of chocolate offers very few health benefits, and its high sugar content can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes that negatively impact mood. It is, for all intents and purposes, a candy bar. Dark chocolate with 70% or more cocoa solids is a different beast entirely. Here, cocoa is the primary ingredient. This means it is much richer in flavonoids and lower in sugar. The science supporting the benefits of high flavonol cocoa is legitimate. Studies have shown it can improve blood flow to the brain, enhance cognitive function, and have a positive impact on mood. The bitter taste of high-percentage dark chocolate also helps to moderate how much you eat. It is difficult to mindlessly eat a whole bar of 85% chocolate in the way one might with a sugary milk chocolate bar. The verdict is that dark chocolate is not just hype, but its benefits are conditional. It is only a superfood when you choose the right kind, dark, with at least 70% cocoa, and when you eat it in moderation. The hype becomes dangerous when people use it as an excuse to eat large amounts of lower quality chocolate, thinking it is healthy. A small square or two of high-quality dark chocolate per day can be a genuinely beneficial and pleasurable part of a mood-boosting diet. It is a perfect example of how quality and quantity are both critically important. Section 11. The serving size dilemma. How much is enough? We've discussed all these wonderful foods, but a crucial question remains. How much of them do we actually need to eat to get the mood-boosting benefits? It's one thing to know that blueberries are good for you, but another to know if you need to eat a handful or a whole punnet. Understanding appropriate serving sizes is essential for putting all this knowledge into practice effectively. It helps us reap the benefits without consuming excessive calories or, in the case of Brazil nuts, potentially harmful levels of certain nutrients. For oily fish like salmon or sardines, the general recommendation from health organizations around the world is to aim for at least 2 servings per week. A serving is typically defined as around 140 grams, about the size of a deck of cards. This amount has been shown in large population studies to provide a sufficient intake of EPA and DHA to significantly reduce the risk of heart disease and support brain health. Consistently hitting this target is a great goal for building a mood-resilient brain. For fruits and vegetables, more is generally better. The common advice is to aim for at least 5 portions a day, but for optimal mental health, aiming higher is even better. A serving of berries, like blueberries, is typically about 80 grams, which is a large handful or about 1 cup. Incorporating a serving like this 3 to 4 times a week would be fantastic. For leafy greens, a serving is about a cup raw or half a cup cooked. Aiming to get at least 1 serving of dark leafy greens in every single day is one of the most powerful habits you can adopt for your mind. When it comes to nuts and seeds, portion control is key due to their calorie density. A healthy daily serving is about 30 grams, which is a small handful. This gives you the healthy fats, protein, and minerals without overdoing the calories. For dark chocolate, moderation is even more important. A reasonable serving is about 10 to 20 grams, which is 1 or 2 small squares. Thinking of these foods in terms of these practical daily or weekly goals makes building a mood-boosting diet feel much more manageable and less overwhelming. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. Section 12. From Kitchen to Clinic. Analyzing a key mood food study. It's important to ground our discussion in real scientific evidence. One of the most important studies in the field of nutritional psychiatry is the SMILES trial, which stands for Supporting the Modification of Lifestyle in Lowered Emotional States. This groundbreaking Australian study, published in 2017, was one of the first randomized controlled trials to test whether improving diet could actually treat patients with moderate to severe depression. The results were remarkable and sent waves through the mental health community. In the study, participants with depression were randomly assigned to one of two groups. One group received social support, which is known to be helpful for depression. The other group received personalized nutritional counseling from a dietitian for 12 weeks. The dietitian helped them move from their typical diet, which was often high in processed foods, to a modified Mediterranean-style diet. This diet emphasized whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, oily fish, lean red meat, legumes, nuts, and olive oil, while reducing sweets, refined grains, and processed foods. The results were astonishing. After 12 weeks, the dietary intervention group showed significantly greater improvements in their depression symptoms compared to the social support group. In fact, almost a third of the participants in the diet group, 32%, met the criteria for full remission of their depression. In the social support group, only 8% achieved remission. This was a powerful demonstration that dietary change was not just a preventative measure, but could be an effective treatment strategy, working more successfully than social support alone in this trial. The SMILES trial is so important because it provides high-quality evidence in a clinical setting. It wasn't just about healthy people feeling a bit better, it was about sick people getting well. The diet they used was not complicated or filled with expensive exotic superfoods. It was a pattern of eating built on the very foods we have been discussing: oily fish, leafy greens, nuts, and a wide variety of colorful plants. This study provides powerful validation for the entire approach we are exploring. It shows in a rigorous scientific way that changing what you eat can profoundly change how you feel. In Section 13, titled The Real Superpower. A diet of diversity, not exclusivity, we've spent this act comparing different foods, weighing their pros and cons, and analyzing the evidence. We've seen that while some foods may have a slight edge in one area, and some are better value than others, there's no single best food for brain health. The search for the one ultimate superfood that will solve all our problems is a tempting but misguided quest. The real lesson from all these comparisons and from studies like the SMILES trial is that the true superpower doesn't lie in any single food, but in the overall pattern of our diet. The hero of our story is not the blueberry, the sardine, or the walnut. The hero is diversity. A diet rich in a wide variety of whole foods creates a powerful synergistic effect that is far greater than the sum of its parts. Each food provides a different set of tools, nutrients, antioxidants, and fibers for your brain and gut to use. Eating a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, rotating your sources of protein, and mixing up the nuts and seeds you snack on ensures your brain's orchestra has every instrument it needs to play its beautiful symphony of well-being. This is an incredibly liberating and empowering message. It means you don't have to stress about finding or affording one specific trendy ingredient. You can build a phenomenally healthy, mood-boosting diet using simple, accessible, and affordable foods. The power is in the combination and the consistency. It's about the small choices you make every day. Choosing the whole grain toast instead of the white, adding a handful of spinach to your eggs, snacking on an apple instead of a biscuit, and eating fish twice a week. These small choices accumulate to create profound change. So, as we leave this act of comparison, let go of the pressure to find the perfect superfood. Instead, embrace the philosophy of diversity. Challenge yourself to broaden your culinary horizons and bring more variety to your plate. The most super diet of all is one that is colorful, varied, whole, and enjoyed. This is the sustainable and joyful path to nourishing your mind. And it's a power that is available to every single one of us, starting with our very next meal. The link between food and mood is often clouded by myths and misinformation online, making it hard to know what to believe. In this section, we'll bust the most common myths about diet and mental health, replacing confusion with clear, science-backed facts. Let's start by tackling the first big myth. Myth 1. You need expensive superfoods to be healthy. This simply isn't true. The real power of a mood-boosting diet comes from nutrients, not price tags or exotic origins. Affordable staples like lentils, oats, eggs, and bananas are nutritional superstars. A healthy, happy mind is accessible to everyone. Focus on simple, whole foods, not hype. Myth 2. Carbs are the enemy of a good mood. Not all carbs are created equal. Refined carbs can cause mood swings, but complex carbs, like whole grains, beans, and veggies, fuel your brain and stabilize mood. Carbohydrates also help your brain make serotonin, the happy chemical. Don't fear carbs, choose the right ones for a balanced, happy mind. Myth 3. A magic bullet supplement can replace a healthy diet. Supplements can help fill specific gaps, but they're no substitute for real food. Whole foods offer a synergy of nutrients you can't get from a pill. Focus on a varied, whole food diet first. Use supplements only when truly needed and with professional guidance. Remember, food first, supplements second. Fact 1. Consistency beats perfection every time. You don't need a flawless diet, just healthy choices most of the time. Let go of guilt over occasional treats. It's your overall pattern that matters. Progress, not perfection, is what transforms your mood and health. Don't overlook water. Hydration is essential for brain function and mood. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, irritability, and brain fog. Aim for pale yellow urine as a hydration guide and keep water handy throughout the day. Sometimes a glass of water is the best mood booster of all. In our focus on nutrients and specific foods, it is easy to overlook the context in which we eat. The behaviors and habits surrounding our meals can have just as profound an impact on our well-being as the food on the plate. In our fast-paced modern world, eating has often become a rushed, mindless activity. We eat while standing up, while driving, while scrolling through our phones, or while working at our desks. This mindless eating can negatively affect both our digestion and our mental state, preventing us from reaping the full benefits of our healthy food choices. The practice of mindful eating is the antidote to this. It involves paying full attention to the experience of eating and drinking, both inside and outside the body. It means taking the time to sit down at a table, away from distractions. It means looking at your food, smelling its aromas, and truly tasting each bite. When you eat mindfully, you're more likely to notice your body's hunger and fullness cues, which can prevent overeating. This practice also engages the rest and digest part of our nervous system, which is essential for proper digestion and nutrient absorption. When you are stressed and rushed, your body is in fight or flight mode. Blood is diverted away from your digestive system, which means you do not break down and absorb the nutrients from your food as effectively. You could be eating the most perfect, nutrient-dense salad, but if you're eating it while stressed and distracted, you are not getting its full value. Taking just a few deep breaths before you start your meal can help to shift your body into a more relaxed state, preparing it to receive the nourishment you are about to give it. Furthermore, the social aspect of eating is deeply connected to our mental health. For millennia, humans have connected and bonded over shared meals. Whenever possible, try to eat with family or friends. The conversation and connection can be just as nourishing as the food itself. This transforms eating from a purely biological function into a joyful and restorative social ritual. So remember this powerful fact. Slow down, switch off the screens, breathe, and savor your food. This simple change in behavior can dramatically amplify the mood-boosting benefits of your diet. Want a mood-boosting meal? Use the plate method. Fill half your plate with colorful, non-starchy vegetables, a quarter with high-quality protein, and a quarter with complex carbs. Add healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. This simple template builds balanced, nutrient-rich meals. No complicated rules, just real food for your brain and mood. Let's walk through a simple day of mood-boosting meals. Easy, colorful, and nourishing for your mind. Start with oats, blueberries, and walnuts for breakfast. Lunch is a big leafy salad with protein and quinoa. Snack on an apple and almonds. Dinner, baked salmon, broccoli, and sweet potato. Simple swaps, whole foods, and hydration. Fuel for a happier mind. We've covered a lot of ground, from busting myths to building the perfect plate. Now, it might feel like a lot of information, and the idea of changing your diet can seem, well, a bit daunting. The key to success is to remember our fact about consistency over perfection and to start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. In fact, trying to change everything at once is often a recipe for failure. The most effective and sustainable approach is to make small, gradual changes that you can easily incorporate into your existing lifestyle. Start by picking just one thing to change this week. Perhaps your goal will be to simply drink more water. Or maybe you'll decide to swap your sugary breakfast cereal for a bowl of porridge a few times a week. Another great starting point is to focus on adding something in rather than taking something away. For example, you could make it your goal to add one extra portion of vegetables to your dinner each night. This feels positive and achievable rather than restrictive. Once that one small change has become a habit, you can move on to the next one. The following week, you might decide to swap your usual afternoon snack for a piece of fruit and some nuts. The week after that, you could aim to eat oily fish once. Each small step builds upon the last, creating a powerful momentum. Before you know it, these small changes will have accumulated into a significant transformation of your dietary pattern, and you'll start to feel the benefits in your mood and energy levels. Be patient and compassionate with yourself throughout this process. There will be days when you fall back into old habits, and that's perfectly okay. The important thing is to simply get back on track with your next meal. This is a journey, not a race. By taking it one small step at a time, you make the process manageable, enjoyable, and most importantly, lasting. You have the power to reshape your health and happiness, and it all begins with that first single step. We've journeyed together, discovering how food shapes our minds and well-being. From gut health to superfoods, we learned the science behind joyful eating. We busted myths, embraced consistency, and found simple ways to nourish both body and mind. Now, you're equipped to make every meal a step toward better mental health. As we conclude our journey, it's really worth revisiting the all-star cast of nutrients that play the leading roles in the story of your mood. Think of these as your brain's new best friends, the reliable allies you want to invite to your plate every single day. First and foremost are the omega-3 fatty acids. particularly EPA and DHA found in oily fish. These are the master builders, forming the very structure of your brain cell membranes and acting as powerful anti-inflammatory agents to calm your mind. Their presence is frankly non-negotiable for a fluid, fast-communicating brain. Next in our lineup are the antioxidants, your brain's personal security detail. Found in vibrant, colorful fruits and vegetables, the blues, reds, oranges, and deep greens, these compounds selflessly protect your delicate brain cells from the damage of oxidative stress. By neutralizing harmful free radicals, they safeguard the machinery of your mind, preserving cognitive function and creating a healthier environment for positive moods to flourish. Eating the rainbow is the simplest way to ensure you've got a full team of these bodyguards on duty, protecting you from the inside out. We must also give a standing ovation to the B vitamin family. Think of them as the diligent behind-the-scenes stage crew. Folate, B6, and B12 are the essential cofactors, the spark plugs that enable the conversion of amino acids into vital mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Without them, the production line just grinds to a halt. Their constant supply, gleaned from leafy greens, legumes, and animal products, is essential for keeping the brain's chemical symphony playing in perfect harmony and keeping debilitating homocysteine levels in check. Finally, let's not forget the mighty minerals. Magnesium, the relaxation mineral, calms the nervous system and helps you cope with stress. Zinc is a critical modulator of brain signals and supports neurotransmitter function. Iron is the essential oxygen carrier, ensuring your energy-hungry brain is never left gasping for air, which prevents the profound fatigue and apathy of deficiency. And of course there is tryptophan, the foundational amino acid that begins the entire journey to serotonin. Remembering these key players and the foods that contain them is honestly the secret to becoming the master of your own brain chemistry. The real power isn't in a single superfood, but in the overall pattern of your diet. Balance, diversity, and synergy matter most. Stop searching for miracle ingredients. Think of your meals as a team, working together to nourish your mind and body for lasting wellness. Science and charts tell part of the story, but the real impact is seen in people. Witnessing transformations shows the connection between food and mood. Simple dietary changes can lead to extraordinary life improvements. These stories are the human face of nutritional science. We are standing at the cusp of a revolution in how we approach mental health. For decades, the treatment of mood disorders has largely rested on two pillars: psychotherapy and pharmacology. Both are incredibly important and have helped millions of people. However, we are now witnessing the rise of a third pillar: lifestyle and nutrition. The scientific community is increasingly recognizing that what we eat is not a secondary or trivial factor in our mental health, but a foundational one. This represents a monumental and incredibly hopeful shift in the landscape of mental health care. Imagine a future where a visit to a mental health professional includes not just a discussion of your thoughts and feelings, but also a thorough assessment of your diet. Imagine receiving a nutritional prescription alongside therapy or medication, a practical, personalized plan to help you eat your way to a more resilient mind. This is not a distant fantasy. Pioneering clinics and practitioners around the world are already integrating this approach, and the results, as seen in studies like the SMILES trial, are incredibly promising. Food is finally being given its rightful place as a form of frontline medicine for the mind. This shift empowers both patients and doctors. It gives individuals a tangible, proactive role to play in their own recovery and well-being, moving them from being passive recipients of treatment to active participants in their healing journey. For doctors, it adds a powerful, safe, and cost-effective tool to their therapeutic arsenal. It allows for a more holistic approach that addresses the underlying biological factors that can contribute to poor mental health, such as inflammation, oxidative stress, and nutrient deficiencies, rather than just managing the symptoms. The road ahead is long. We need more research, more training for healthcare professionals, and greater public awareness. But the momentum is undeniable. The conversation is changing in research labs, in universities, and in clinics. The understanding that our gut health and our diet are central to our mental health is moving from the fringe to the mainstream. This is an incredibly exciting time. We are at the beginning of a new era where "let food be, thy medicine" will be more than just an ancient quote. It will be a core principle of modern, effective mental health care. As we wrap up, here's your personal blueprint for a happier mind: simple, flexible, and memorable. Prioritize whole foods, eat the rainbow, include healthy fats and protein, and nurture your gut with fermented foods. This isn't about restriction, but about positive choices fueling your brain one meal at a time. Our time together is coming to an end, but your personal journey of nourishment is just beginning. I hope this exploration has left you feeling not overwhelmed, but inspired and empowered. I hope it has replaced any confusion with clarity and any feelings of helplessness with a newfound sense of control over your own mental well-being. The knowledge you now possess is a powerful tool, a gift that you can use every single day to cultivate a happier, calmer, and more resilient mind. The power truly is on your plate. This is not a journey with a final destination. There is no finish line where you achieve perfect health and can stop trying. Rather, this is a lifelong practice, a continuous and evolving relationship with food and with yourself. There will be days of vibrant salads and perfectly balanced meals, and there will be days of birthday cake and takeaway pizza. Both are part of a rich and well-lived life. The goal is to approach it all with mindfulness, compassion, and the underlying wisdom that what you do consistently is what truly matters. I encourage you to become your own scientist. Be curious. Pay attention to how different foods make you feel, not just in your body, but in your mind. Notice the clarity that comes after a nutrient-dense meal or the sluggishness that follows a processed one. Let your own experience be your most trusted guide, reinforcing the lessons we have learned together. Share this knowledge with the people you love. Cook for them, eat with them, and help spread this positive and empowering message. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. You have taken a significant step towards a brighter future for your mental health. Remember that every meal, every snack, every choice is an opportunity to send a message of nourishment and care to your brain. It is the most fundamental form of self-care there is. Embrace this power, enjoy the delicious food, and savor the journey of discovering just how good you are designed to feel. I wish you a lifetime of health, happiness, and delicious